What is up, guys? It's your boy MidnightSnorlax, and we are back again with another video. So for this video, we are going to be playing League with the Spartan deck. So I'll show you guys what my deck is all about. So I started making this deck because when I opened the pack, which is the podium pack, you can check in my shorts. I saw this guy or this card, uh, Johann Joachim Winkelmann. So it says that when it returns, my ancient Greece cards gains wherever they are gains plus 12 permanently energy points. So plus 12 permanently. So I took these cards. Most of them are ancient Greece, but some of them are not. So yeah, let's test it and let's see if we could win with this. But first, I'm gonna be removing one card in here because most of my cards have higher energy cost. And if we are in a rank event that has a limit of 30 energy cost in the energy bar, we can't make a combo in the start or in the beginning because it might be 13 energy cost in there or not. You know what? We're just gonna be testing this deck and let's see if we could survive. So let's reach rank 1. Okay, so let's play. Let's select the deck. We are in rank 3 T-Rex 1 shield. And then let's go find for an opponent. Okay, so when we are going inside the game, we have found an opponent. It's Mort. So let's see. What is it all about? Starting this game, we are in the Paleontology Arena. So we are gonna be using... Okay, so first, Sons of Liberty activated its ability, deducting 1 energy cost to all of our cards. For this, we're gonna be using Sons of Liberty. And then let's use this 2 card, Mount Olympus and Hoplite. Let's end it. We have 173, our opponent have 97 plus 21, 118. We have the advantage in here, and we cross the enemy side of the line. So we have an additional 25 points to our Ice Seal of Corfu. So in here, we are going to be using Johann Joachim Winkelmann to get that plus 12 energy points permanently. And let's use Ice Seal of Corfu. And then let's end it like that. We have 153. Our opponent have 111 plus 10 to both cards, 131. We have the advantage in here and we cross the enemy side of the line. Okay. So in here, our Hilma af Clint activated his ability, adding 30 points to the Grim Reaper. So I will be using Hilma of Clint, the Cockatrice, and then let's use the Triceratops to get that additional plus 10 to all of our cards. So we have 187. Our opponent have 233 plus 4 per turn, 267. We have the advantage in here. We cross the enemy side of the line and we win this game. Moving on, we are in the History Arena. So we have a lot of history cards in here. Our Queen Victoria and Prince Albert activated its ability, adding 1 energy cost to all of their cards. So we're gonna be using the Kumamoto Castle, and then let's use the Spartan combo. We have 259. We use the Spartan combo. Our opponent have 105. We have a deduction of 10 energy cost to all of our cards. We have 229. We have the advantage in here, and we cross the enemy side of the line. So that's good. And then Triathlon activated its ability, locking a random card, adding 1 energy cost to a random card, and deducting 10 energy cost to a random card. So let's use the Ptolemy, and then let's use the Queen Victoria and Prince Albert since they have already activated this ability. And turn, we have 187, our opponent have 80. So we win this turn. We have the advantage in here. And we gain 3 energy cost from our Ptolemy. This is the last turn of round 2 history. Our Raphael activated his ability, burning all of the cards to our opponent's hand. We are going to be using the Raphael. Let's use the Triathlon, and then let's end it with the Grim Reaper. We have 209, our opponent have 207. We deducted the Spartan the Spartan helmet with 50 energy points. We have the advantage in here. We win the game. Moving on, we are in Life on Land Arena. Our Sons of Liberty activated its ability, deducting 1 energy cost to all of our cards. So we're going to be using the Joachim, Winkleman, and then let's use the Sons of Liberty, and then let's use the Hoplite. We have 205, our opponent have 157, plus 50, 207, our opponent have the advantage in here. We cross slightly, but not through the enemy side of the line. So we have the disadvantage in here. Okay, so in here we're going to be using the Isle of Corfu. We're going to be using Mount Olympus. And then let's use Triceratops. We have additional plus 10 to all of our cards, 249. Our opponent have 221. Plus 10 to both cards, 241. Plus 21, 283. Plus 34, 319. Our opponent have the advantage in here. We have the disadvantage. So, our Hilma of Clint activates its ability, adding 30 to the Grim Reaper. So in here, we're going to be using the Kumamoto Castle. We're going to be using the Cockatrice. And then we're going to be using Martin Luther King Jr. Or, I could use Martin Luther King Jr. or the Hilma of Clint. Let's just take this back. Use Hilma of Clint. And then save Martin Luther King Jr. for later. We have 199. We have a deduction of 10 energy points. So we lost this round. Our Cockatrice will lock a random card for 3 turns. Now moving on to round 4, we're in Arts and Culture Arena. For this, we're going to be using the Spartan combo. And then let's slide in Martin Luther King Jr. We have 248. We use the Sparta combo. Our opponent have 157. Our opponent have the Katana. We have the advantage in here, but we have a deduction of 32. Oops, we are Lobots again. 32 energy cost, energy points. Queen Victoria Prince Albert activated his ability, adding 1 energy cost to our opponent's cards in hand. Raphael, burn all of the cards to our opponent's cards in hand. And Triathlon, activate his ability, locking random card, burning, no, deducting 10 energy points to a random card, and adding 1 energy cost to our opponent's card. So in here we're going to be using the Ptolemy, Telescopium, and then let's add in Triathlon. We have 193. Our opponent have 166. We have the advantage in here, and then we cross the enemy's side of the line. Ptolemy gave us 3 energy cost. Okay. So this is kind of scary because our opponent have additional 52 energy cost, no, energy points. So for this, we're gonna be using Joachim Winkelmann, and then let's use the Grim Reaper. And then lastly, we are gonna be using the Sons of Liberty. So we have 224, our opponent have 167. We deducted 50 energy points to our opponent's cards in hand. We have the advantage in here, and then we win this game. Whew, that was a close call. Our opponent have 143 in the energy per turn. That was a good game, great game. Let's go back to the classic. Great deck. Okay, so next we're gonna be playing another game. Like what I tell you, we are going to be reaching rank 1. If we can't reach rank 1 by now, by playing 3 games, then I guess that's what we can do. We are going to be stopping playing this game when I lose. Okay, that is a huge statement, huge claim, but yeah. Okay, so now we're in the home. Let's press play. Let's press play. Oh, let's play with Skyby. League match. Oh man, I'm too slow. Or is my phone too slow? I don't know. Where am I? Why are we in the decks? I pressed the league so that we could play. Okay, let's play. Okay, so let's select deck. It's good. And let's play. If you guys like this type of content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below about what you think about the video, what you think about the deck, what you think about the card that I like that made me made this deck, the Joachim Winkelmann. Is it gonna be useful in your deck? Comment down below. Okay, we have found an opponent. Boba Fett. Starting off this round, we're in the Life on Land arena. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert activate his ability, adding 1 energy cost to all of our opponent's cards in hand. And then our opponent have a deduction of 15 energy points. So what are we gonna do in here? We're gonna be using the Grim Reaper. And then I will be using Heal My F Clint. Let's end it like that. We have 158, our opponent have 73. Deduction of 50 energy points, 35. We have the advantage in here and we cross the enemy's side of the line. Our Sons of Liberty activate his ability, deducting all of our cards with 1 energy cost. So we're going to be using the Sons of Liberty, and then let's use the Isle of Corfu. We have 135, our opponent have 101, plus 10 to all, 131. We have the advantage in here and we cross the enemy side of the line. Okay, so here we're gonna be using the Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, the Cockatrice, and then let's use the Triceratops. We have 200 energy points, our opponent have 106 energy points, plus 15 to all, 151. We have the advantage in here and we win this game. Our Cockatrice locks a random cards for 3 turns. Moving on to the second round, we're in the Oceans and Seas arena. So for this, I'm gonna be using the King Leonidas and Spartan helmet to create the Spartan combo. Seeing that we have 15 energy cost in our energy bar, let's use the Kumamoto Castle, deducting 18 energy points to all of our opponent's cards. Let's end turn. We have 205. Our opponent have 65. We have the advantage in here. And we cross our enemy side, the enemy side of the line. Raphael burns all the cards to our opponent's cards in hand. So I'm going to be using Raphael. And then Ptolemy and Telescopio. Let's end the turn. We have 189. Our opponent have 103 plus 20. 1, 2, 3. We have the advantage in here. And we win this turn. Triathlon activate his ability, deducting one energy, adding 1 energy cost, deducting 10 energy points, and locking a random card. So we're gonna be using Joachim Winkelmann to get that plus 12 permanent energy points. And then let's use the Triathlon, and then let's end it up with Mount Olympus. We have 174, our opponent have 170. We have the advantage in here and we win the game. Moving on, we're in the Arts and Culture arena. Our Hilma F. Clint deducted 15 energy points. I guess it's because of its ability. It says that when it draws, it deducts opponent's science cards. So most of her opponent's cards have science cards. That is why its ability is working. So for this, we're going to be using Grim Reaper. Let's use the Sons of Liberty, and then let's end it up with Hoplite. We have 273. Our opponent have 83. Grim Reaper deducts a random card with 50 energy points. We have the advantage in here. We cross the enemy's side of the line. Queen Victoria, Prince Albert activate his ability, adding 1 energy cost to all of our opponent's cards in hand. So we're going to be using the Isle of Corfu. And then we're going to be using the Hilma, I have Clint. And then let's use Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. We have 189. Our opponent have 121. Plus 15 to all, 166. We had the advantage in here. And we win this turn. Okay. So for this, let's end it with Spartan Helmet and King Leonidas and then Martin Luther King Jr. So we have the Spartan combo. This is Sparta. Our opponent have 1-1-1. We win this game. And we cross our opponent's side of the line. Okay. So that's a good game. We won. And we're gonna be putting well played. Next. We are in rank 2 Thor. So let's get home and let's play one more game. If we win, another game until rank 1. Hopefully we reach rank 1 with our new deck. Let's play again. So if I lose, I'll stop. If I win, then why not? Let's play. Okay, let's search for an opponent. So comment down below, guys, if what should I adjust with this deck, because for me, honestly, I feel like there's something missing, or maybe I didn't get to unlock its full potential. You know, maybe there's some experts in there who can give some ideas and some tips for this deck, because I haven't collected a lot of the cards, or I haven't bought the cards, like the whole pack of cards, so that I could create the deck. You know, I just buy my packs using my Q coins, and I earn the gems, the Q gems, through ads or through the free rewards, right? So I don't really use a single penny to buy any gems. To support them, I watch their ads. Okay, so now we are in the history arena. So we have a lot of history cards in here. For this, we're gonna be using, we have 14 energy cost in our energy bar. So let's use it wisely. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna be using the Grim Reaper and the Triceratops. That's it. We're gonna be ending it. We have 164. Our opponent have 127. Our Grim Reaper activates ability, deducting 50 energy points permanently. We win this turn. We have the advantage, cross the enemy side of the line. Okay, so for this, we're gonna be using Isle of Corfu. And then let's use Hoplite. And let's use Mount Olympus. We have 174. Opponent have 105. Additional 10 to both cards, 125. We have the advantage in here, and we cross the enemy side of the line. Okay, we have additional 25 points to our Spartan helmet. Our Sons of Liberty activate this ability, deducting 1 energy cost to all of our cards, including the deck. So we are going to be using King Leonidas and the Spartan helmet. So we have the Spartan combo, and then let's end it with the Sons of Liberty. We have 250. Our opponent have 188 plus 38, 226. But we win this game. We cross the enemy side of the line. Moving on, we're in the arts and culture arena. So, our Raphael activates his ability, burning all of the cards or opponent's cards in hand. And our Triathlon activates his ability, locking a random card, adding 1 energy cost to a random card, and deducting 10 energy points to a random card. So in here, we're going to be using the Triathlon. Let's use Raphael, and then let's use the Cockatrice to lock a random card for 3 turns. Let's end the turn. Our opponent have 68. We have 177. We have the advantage in here. But our opponent have the Cockatrice, so our cards or our random cards in our hand will be locked. And they locked the Martin Luther King Jr. Okay. Heal Maya of Clint activates his ability, adding 30 points to the Grim Reaper. So for this, I'm going to be using the Ptolemy, Telescopium, and then the Kumamoto Castle. And turn, we have 187, our opponent of 83. We have the advantage in here, and we win this turn. Ptolemy gave us 3 energy points, additional 3 energy points. For the last turn, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert activated this ability, adding 1 energy cost to our opponent's card in hand. So we're gonna be using the Joachim Winkelmann. We're gonna be using Hilma of Clint, and then let's use the Grim Reaper. Opponent have 151, we have 201, we have deducted 50 energy points to a random card. We have the advantage in here, and we cross the enemy side of the line. Moving on, we're in the Oceans and Seas arena. Okay. For this, we're gonna be using Queen Victoria and Prince Albert because its ability has been used. And then let's use Isle of Corfu. And then let's use Hoplite. And turn, we have 204. Our opponent have 1, 2, 3. We have the advantage in here, and we cross the enemy side of the line. Okay. For this, I'm gonna be using the King Leonidas Spartan helmet, and then let's end it with Martin Luther King Jr. We have the Spartan combo. Our opponent have 180 plus 50, 230 plus 38, 268. Our opponent have the higher number, but we cross the enemy side of the line, making us the winner of this turn. Okay. Our Sons of Liberty activate its ability, deducting 1 energy cost to all of our cards in hand. Raphael activates his ability, burning the cards of our opponents in hand. So we are going to be using Mount Olympus, the Sons of Liberty. And then let's end it with Triceratops. We have 212. Our opponent have 108 plus 10, 118. So we win this game. Okay. That was a good game. Good game. Let's message. Good game. Okay, since we didn't lose yet, we have gained 2 shields. Rank 2 Thor, 3 shields. Okay, let's go home. What's up guys, we're back again, so let's play this game with our deck, the Spartan Deck. So a while ago I said that we are going to be finishing this round if I lose or if I reach rank 1 dragon. Now I have already reached rank 1 dragon with the Spartan deck, but the reason why I'm recreating this rank game is that I didn't get to record the whole game. Like my phone storage was full, I was playing the game, and apparently I won. As you can see, I have 4 shields, but I didn't get to record it. So that I could record it and you guys can see the gameplay, I'm gonna be recreating it again. Okay, we have found an opponent. Rip Rip Fizz. So here in the Philippines, it's already 1:29 a.m., almost 1:30 in the morning. Thank goodness I found an opponent. So, round 1, we are in the Paleontology Arena. Raphael activates his ability, burning all of the cards in hand of our opponent. Oh no, did I press? Oh, I thought I pressed end turn. And then our Triathlon activates its ability, locking a random card, deducting 10 energy points to a random card, and adding 1 energy cost to a random card. So we have 14 energy costs in here. We're going to be using Triathlon. And then let's use Raphael. We're going to be ending it like that. We have 130. Our opponent have 140. Since our opponent have Godzilla. So our opponent have the advantage in here. We have the disadvantage. So our opponent won that turn. For this, I will be using the Grim Reaper. And then we have 12 energy cost left. Let's use Sons of Liberty and then Martin Luther King Jr. We have 206. Our opponent have 93. We deducted 50 energy points to Claude Monet. We have the advantage in here. We cross the enemy side of the line. So I guess we cope up. Okay. We have a deduction of 20 to our Spartan helmet from our opponent. So for this, I will be using the Isle of Corfu, Mount Olympus, and then let's end it with Cockatrice. We have 135, our opponent have 142. We cross the enemy side of the line, giving us the advantage, and we win this turn. No, we win this round. Moving on, we're in History Arena. Our Queen Victoria and Prince Albert activated its ability, adding 1 energy cost to our opponent's cards in hand. So we are going to be using Johann Joachim Winkelmann so that we will gain plus 12 energy points permanently when these cards return. And then let's use the Spartan combo. Spartan Helmet and King Leonidas. Let's end the turn. We have 158. Our opponent have 145. we have the advantage in here, and we cross the enemy side of the line a little bit. We have deduction of 4 energy cost to both of our cards from our opponent. So for this, we are going to be using the Ptolemy, Telescopium, and then we will be using the Hoplite. We have 191. Our opponent have 253. We have a deduction of 15 energy points. Our opponent have the advantage in here. We lost this turn. I wonder if we could cope up or we could catch up with our opponent. Our Hilma AF... Wait first. The ability is applying. Okay. Our Hilma AF Clint activated its ability to our Grim Reaper, adding 30 points. We're going to be using that. Since we have 24, we're going to be using the Kumamoto Castle. And then let's end it with the Triceratops. We have 235. Our opponent have 105. We have a deduction of 8 points. So we have 211. But we didn't cross the enemy side of the line, making us the loser of this round. So moving on, we're in the Science Arena. Triathlon activated its ability, deducting 10 energy points, adding 1 energy cost, and locking a random card. So we're going to be using Triathlon, and then let's use the Grim Reaper so that we could deduct 50 points to a random card. And then lastly, let's use Sons of Liberty. We have 244. Our opponent have 238. So we have the advantage in here. Slightly. We cross the enemy side of the line. Our card locked from our opponent's cards. So in here, we're going to be waiting first, applying the abilities. Okay. And here we're going to be using the Mount Olympus. Let's use the Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, and then Martin Luther King Jr. We have 158. Our opponent of 230. That's a huge amount of points. We have the disadvantage in here. And we lost the turn. So for this, we are going to be locking a random card for 3 turns. We're going to be using Cockatrice, Raphael, and then let's use the Isle of Corfu. So we have 144, our opponent have 154. We have the disadvantage in here. We lost the round. But we lock our opponent's cards for 3 turns. So damn, we lost 2 rounds. But let's try to cope up in Arts and Culture Arena. Let's try to catch up. So for this, we're going to be using the Spartan combo. And then let's end it with Johann Joachim Winkelmann. We have 212. We use the Spartan combo. Our opponent of 113 plus 10, 123. No, it's still 113. But we have the advantage in here. We cross the enemy side of the line. We have an additional plus 12 permanently. Okay, we have a deduction of 40. So I don't know how we can make a combo in here. Let's use Ptolemy, Telescopium, and then let's use Kumamoto Castle to deduct 18 points to all of our opponent's cards in hand. Let's end it. We have 145 plus 65. Our opponent have 210. Our opponent have the higher number, but we cross the enemy side of the line, giving us the advantage. Okay. So our Hilma AF Clint give plus 30 to our Grim Reaper. We have a deduction of 20 to our Grim Reaper, but we will use the Grim Reaper, Triathlon, and then let's end it with Hilma AF Clip. I was about to use the Triceratops, but I need the additional points in the next round. So I'll save the Triceratops for later. So we won this game. Across the enemy side, we win this game. So next is the last turn to determine if we're gonna lose or not. Moving on, we're in the Ocean and Seas Arena. Thanks to our Sons of Liberty, we have a deduction of 1 energy cost to all of our cards. And then our Queen Victoria and Prince Albert added 1 energy cost to all of our opponent's cards in hand, while we have a deduction of 20 points. Let's use the Sons of Liberty, the Triceratops, and then let's use Martin Luther King Jr. We have 228. Our opponent have 206. We have a deduction of 8. We have 204. Our opponent have 246. We have the disadvantage in here. But hopefully, we could cope up with them. So what I'm afraid is that our opponent will be using Godzilla. Okay, I can see the space cards in there. So apparently you have Godzilla. And the Arts and Culture card might be that food that gains a lot of points. So our opponent played the space card. For me, I'm gonna be using the Isle of Corfu. So the available cards in here. And then we're gonna be using the Mount Olympus. And then let's end it with the Raphael. We have 208. Our opponent have 180. Our opponent have 180. We have 208. So we didn't cross the enemy side of the line. We lost this turn. Oh no. We still have 1 turn left to redeem ourselves. Let's use King Leonidas and the Spartan helmet for the Spartan combo. I'm afraid all of them have 100, 100, 100 each. So that's gonna make them win the round. And then since this is the only one that has energy points left, I'm gonna be using the Cockatrice. We have 205. Our opponent have 253. We have a deduction of 15. We have 190. We lost this game. That is a good game, good deck, great battle. We've been going back and forth. But it all comes into an end. We lost this game, and that's it. So let's give our opponent a round of applause. I'm gonna be giving a good... Nope. We're gonna be going to Kong v Rex. Mighty play. Okay, let's go. We have a deduction of 1 shield. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoy this type of content, click the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below. What do you think about the video? What do you think about the deck? What do you think I should improve in this deck if you see any potential? What do you think about the card that I like that made me want to create this deck? So with that said, again, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Enjoy the video. And bye.